where really are we headed? There just seems to be so much aggression. The human spirit itself has so much potential for greatness, but it has so much shitty, like the way we get into our, the way we express our emotions sometimes. We work so much from the ego. Do we really have any hope? I don't think so. But after seeing that, I guess I was renewed with a little bit of hope, saying, oh, okay, that people, and it's not like, oh, it's a certain type of person goes to Burning Man. No, Burning Man makes every single person that goes there become a certain type of person. And so I guess that's what it was. It's not that we either are good or we're not. It's like, no, you can become better, and you can change the perspective from which you look at the world. For example, also like like your political views, I think, tie in a little bit on this spectrum as well. I don't want to like categorize it as conservative or liberal or whatever, but I know that historically my views have been more sort of, no one should get benefits. It's all a meritocracy, and you work hard, you should get this. And I was much more sort of classically conservative in my views when I was growing up as a teenager, and as I've gotten older, but particularly in the last couple of years, my views towards that have completely changed. I've been like, no, actually there are people who are just not as fortunate. They might not have been born as smart as others, or they might not have, they certainly haven't had the educational opportunities that others have had. And just because they're not as able to achieve something, they're maybe not as able to figure out how to get themselves off the sofa to go and apply for a job. I think there's got to. I was so like against the idea of benefits, and now I understand them so much more. So the fact that I could do such a 180 in often such a polarizing political agenda was another symptom of this believing that people can change and become more generous and more open-minded and I guess more rational to a degree. Yeah, I just became much more rational as well during this time period. So, Now you're convincing poker players to give a little something back? Yeah. Is that hard? Is that hard to do? Are poker players usually capitalists and conservative, and not the ones that are up for charity? Yes and no. We're definitely, our whole game is sort of around beating people who aren't as good at something as us, and so there's
bullies.
A little bit. There's competitiveness. There's this drive to capitalize on other people's weaknesses, and obviously then it's all tied in with money as well. But at the same time, it's very hard to be. It's not a classical job. It's perhaps a little different to say finance, where someone goes to university. It's that sort of following the classic sort of, this is how society has always worked, and you go into this 9 to 5, and you have your children and so on. And poker players shy away from that very much. They hate commitment. They hate routine for the most part, and they want to be the outliers of society a little bit. A lot of people are attracted to it because of that. So it's hard to be classically conservative. So it's this. It's like a liberal capitalism, I guess, in some way.
Okay. And are they fueling this charity? Is this going to happen? Is this, you're going forward with this?
Yeah. So, well, to explain a little bit what it is. So it's a fundraising organization built upon effective altruism. And I don't know how familiar you are with that.
No, tell me about it. What is it?
So effective altruism is basically the using science, evidence, and reason to determine which are the most effective ways of reducing suffering.
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media, log in and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there, and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.